Greetings everybody. Today we did have that big patch that was delayed last Thursday to this Thursday for Borderlands 4. There is quite the amount of patch notes worth talking about. However, in this video, we're not going to be talking about all that. We're going to be talking about a specific buff and one that stood out to me when I initially read over these patch notes. So if you guys did not know, this patch is focused on, at least a part of it, on buffing assault rifles. As beforehand, only really the Wombo combos out there putting in that work. And if you were the lucky person to have a Whiskey Foxtrot with a Ripper Mag, you would know the tech behind that beast as well. But we're here today to talk about the buff that they gave to the Bonnie and Clyde Jacobs assault rifle. And I remember initially looking at this weapon around launch time when I first got it, and it looked pretty cool. Pair of Thieves is the legendary perk, and back then it only granted 100% bonus damage for the gun's other mode. Now it grants 150% on top of having its base damage increased by 40%. So now you can really feel this weapon is actually packing some pretty darn powerful punches, unlike those pea shooters it was shooting previously. Now, disclaimer ahead of time, this is not a bossing weapon. I think that's pretty clear just by the legendary perk itself, as its legendary perk is focused on its defeating enemies, and you are basically the way you want to play with this weapon is you defeat an enemy, you swap to the other mode, defeat an enemy, swap to the other mode. You never want to reload this weapon manually or normally, and if you're playing it properly, you won't ever have to reload it manually, because this weapon now is actually pretty darn good. We streamed earlier today on the YouTube channel instead of the Twitch channel, and for just about the entirety of it, I was running around and using the newly buffed Bonnie and Clyde and was thoroughly impressed by how good it was. And you can really feel the damage buff that it got going into effect, and it actually being able to get rid of some of these enemies, badasses alike, just not the best in the bossing category, although that was never this weapon's intention, plan, goal. This is a mobbing beast. It's a Jacobs weapon, so it has built-in ricochets on crits. Allows for this weapon to be really fun and really strong, as Jacobs weapons in general are just really good inside of Borderlands 4. I'm happy to report that for any Jacobs Legion style builds, or just for any mobbing in general, this weapon is going to be very good for you, especially as it has two modes that can refill the other one. So you're just mogging, toggling back and forth, and you're going to work. If you do want to farm for the dedicated drop, the Directive Zero Order Bunker boss over in Dominion, who was recently a big Encore boss, is a dedicated drop for this weapon. That is how we have a Phosphine version of this weapon to showcase for you guys today, as we did get lucky when Directive Zero was around as the big Encore. And I would say with the implement of this buff to this weapon, we have another competent assault rifle to add to the mix. Thank God, we desperately needed it. Also, guys, if you ever want to check out the Mo channel where we upload content that doesn't make to this one, we have like longer form Borderlands content, and anytime I try something new, I post it there. Mo Kree. Link to the Mo channel towards the top of the description, right next to the Twitch channel. Anyways, fellas, let us head over to the live portion of the video. Let's go have some fun mogging with the Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, whippersnappers, now let's just take a little look at the setup here. So first off, look, this is our buff Bonnie and Clyde. Obviously, before today, Pair of Thieves legendary perk only gave it 100% damage for each gun's modes, and now it's just 50% stronger. So we're gonna happily take that. And on top of that, yes, we are on Green Tree Harlow. Yes. We all know Green Tree Harlow is pretty heat, and especially Jacobs weapons with guaranteed critting basically almost all the time. Yeah, we're gonna happily take that with our Jacobs weapons shotgun, and the AR version of this bad boy is heat. We do have our Phosphine variant. Director Zero blessed us whenever he was the big Encore boss. The crit knife did get changed to 30% instead of guaranteed, but it is still very good. And we do have our good old 3 out of 3 Deadeye firmware to help with our crit damage and our crit stacks for more damage. You guys already know how big of a fan I am of this firmware. We have our Skeptic to always get our cooldown or our action skill back really fast, and we do have a Scatter Shot Jacobs legendary enhancement. We'll take that. And for the rep kit, it's irrelevant. Honestly, kill streak's probably better there. So there's the setup, there's the build skis. Let's go ahead and let's do some mega mobbing. This is not a bossing weapon, so I'm not even gonna waste time showing it against a boss. We're just gonna be some mobbing maniacs. And I think one thing that I really like about this weapon is just toggling back and forth between the modes, because not only do you get the damage buff when you kill an enemy with one mode, it also refills the other mode, which is, I don't think I need to say how awesome that is. Not only is it giving yourself a damage buff, but it also refills your magazine. And we like that. Basically, if you are reloading this weapon, you're doing something wrong there, champ bucko. You don't want to be ever reloading this weapon. You're not going to be using it for bossing. It's a mobbing, oh, excuse you. It's a mobbing weapon. Oh man, messing up my English here. It's a little tough keys today. Oh, singularity, please. Yep. Yeah, man. Nice singularity, broskies. I'll be honest, dude. So on stream today, we were playing with the new patch and the new Halloween event, air quotes on event, by the way. And I'll be honest, guys, it's definitely a mini event. I would say a microscopic event. It's hunting down world boss bubbles and then checking your rewards. Like, what? Bro, the Borderlands 3, we had the bloody harvest. We got a whole new area, some really good loot. Dude, the Scully grenade that we got today is so bad. It's actually a joke with how terrible it is. It has to be bugged, or like they're just out here really trolling big time. So I don't know what they were thinking with the Halloween event, dude. Especially just comparing it to Borderlands 3. It's like it's not even close. Like it's not even close, dude. It's just bloody harvest got everything, beats it in every single category by country mile. Oh well, I guess. I don't know. A little tough, but like okay. All right now. I think the AR version of this on the Bonnie and Clyde is definitely better than the shoddy version, just playing around with it. It just feels so good. It just feels so satisfying. Wait, what? I didn't get a, huh? Yeah, that's right. Refill my magazine, homie. Refill my magazine, homie. That's right. That's right. Give me my mag. The vile bosses or vile enemies might be, oh, never mind. I was going to say a little bit tricky. Ain't tricky, bro. Ain't tricky. I got the Bonnie and Clyde with the new buff. Got that Bonnie and Clyde with the new buff, and we're chilling. I'm glad this weapon's way better, bro. It's a cool weapon in concept, like just a mobbing menace essentially, constantly toggling between both the modes. So you're just like, we just need more ad dense areas, man. Just really let these types of weapons shine. Like, come on, let it cook for real. You know what I'm saying? Back to the AR version, and then back to the shoddy version. It's just back and forth, back and forth. See ya. Back to the AR version. They buffed a lot of assault rifles in general today. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Your boy over here was hoping for like some blanket buffs, so the wombo combo could catch a like an indirect buff or some silly stuff, or the pod. Nah, that didn't quite happen. They were specific today. It's all good. Bonnie and Clyde was low-key a weapon I was really hoping to catch a buff when I heard that it was an auto assault rifle focused patch, and it did. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, I don't think the crit knife nerf, quote unquote, really is that big of a deal. Okay, it's still gonna be very, very good. Free extra damage on your target, and you know you're gonna be okay. The crits aren't guaranteed. Okay, whoop-de-doo. They're just you're still gonna be getting free crits without trying. It's just, you know what I mean. So we'll take that. And this thing is nuts, dude. This thing might be on par with the whiskey. I think the wombo combo is probably still better. It's definitely better for vile enemies just because it's got explosives, bro. Explosives on vile enemies, it's just not even close. Yes. Yes. Oh, the crits! The shotgun is just like, it's okay, but like, the assault rifle is definitely better in my opinion. So yeah, man, overall, the Bonnie and Clyde 8 caught buffs in multiple places, both at its base damage and one affecting its legendary perk, which is just awesome. It's honestly a pretty fun weapon now. Real quick, I do want to thank our channel members. Shout out to KJ42 for recently becoming a member, and our homie Pikachu, who's been holding it down good 7 months now. Much love, you guys. If you would like to get your name mentioned at the end of videos, all you gotta do is become a member at the lowest tier. Thank you so much for watching the video. Y'all have a great day. Consider joining the Discord. See your beautiful face in the next one. Adios.